This is very beat.
It was one of the most brilliant marketing schemes ever devised. GM convinced the average American that with each new year, you need a new car.
A tribute to his good taste and position. A motor car designed for today.
And General Motors was the most powerful company the world had ever seen. With a market share of 51%, literally half the nation's driveways held one of their cars.
No, we're not the jet set.
They employed 500,000 Americans,
We're the ocean.
the population of Rhode Island and Nevada combined. And they had soul. As a billboard outside Detroit once read, no one ever wrote a song about a Volvo. Without GM, American culture wouldn't be the same. Because this is not just a car. This is a time machine to an America that no longer exists. GM frantically tried to re-engineer a more efficient fleet while cutting costs by building various brands from Chevy to Caddy the same way. Glorious moving sculptures. As the workforce aged, GM would have to spend more on retirees and less on cars. Moving sculptures.
GM products have problems with their transmission, with electrical features, and also interior sort of squeaks, rattles, parts of the trim dropping off.
The baby boomer generation, some 77 million, became convinced that it was stupid to buy an American car. The baby boom generation handed down those attitudes to their children.
I refuse to let these companies become permanent wards of the state, kept afloat on an endless supply of taxpayer money.
It was too much for a sick behemoth, tens of billions in debt. And what happened next, no one ever imagined.
The GM that many of you knew, the GM that in fact had let too many of you down, is history.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
What the new GM is going to be. Fewer, stronger brands. Fewer, stronger models. Greater efficiencies, better fuel economy, and new technologies. Leaner, greener, faster, smarter. This is not about going out of business. This is about getting down to business. because the only chapter we're focused on is Chapter 1.
Here to announce we have repaid our government loan in full with interest, 5 years ahead of the original schedule. But there's still more to do. Our goal is to exceed every expectation you've set for us. We're putting people back to work, designing, building, and selling the best cars and trucks in the world.
I get to be part of the stuff that is going to shape our future. I am being asked to do a little bit of risk-taking.
The vehicles that we're designing and engineering are going to be in somebody's driveway. They're going to talk to their neighbors about it.
I mean, what more could you ask for besides a chance to change history, to make something that's going to be written down, you know?
The most exciting thing is the new product.
Charged up to know that the guys who are making it, and they're making it right, and I'm proud to say that I'm selling an excellent product.
I'm proud of the product that I sell.
What does the bankruptcy of GM say about America?
Actually, what it really says is good things. And that is the beauty of America. It's not just about winning, it's about losing.
The trouble is mounting for General Motors.
2014 was to be a very big year for GM, with new designs of Cadillac and Chevrolet models. And the biggest new rollout of all, the Silverado and Sierra pickup trucks, meant to take a piece of the pie from truck leader Ford.
The growing federal investigation into a massive recall of General Motors vehicles. More than a dozen people have died in accidents involving cars that have a problem with the ignition shutting off on its own.
While GM stock dropped to $33 a share today, with the stock already taking a huge hit, can GM withstand the scrutiny and still profit in 2014?
While federal investigators are demanding internal information. Why did it take 10 years to order a recall? The names of GM personnel who were involved. How many complaints, accidents, injuries, and fatalities have there been? And how many lawsuits?
GM potentially faces more than $30 million in fine.
Could be in, a billion, a couple of billion easily.
Could Barra's message of taking responsibility, change, and contrition help?
Something went wrong with our process in this instance, and terrible things happened. We have apologized, but that is just one step in the journey to resolve this. We have pledged to cooperate fully. The bottom line is we will be better because of this tragic situation if we seize the opportunity. And I believe we will do just that. We are a great team, and we are making the best cars and trucks and crossovers in decades, and we are getting better. Meanwhile, I ask everyone to stay focused on making today's GM the best it can be.
If she handles it well, I mean, this could really make her as a significant leader in the automotive industry because of all the visibility this case is getting.
After all, it's not just our $50 billion on the line, it's the heartbeat of America.